This show is brought to you by Millennium Tree Stands, Extreme Archery Products, and Ramcat Broadheads.
Welcome to Reality Hunt Club. In this webisode, we're talking about the rut. Almost here. I got a couple really cool videos, and I want to talk to you about the pre-rut. So stay tuned. Alright, so we're at the pre-rut. It's the 1st of November. We just got back from Pike County, Illinois. You saw that webisode. So I've been sitting in the stands. A bunch of us have been. We've seen a lot of deer. We're seeing 30 to 40 deer a night between 4 or 5 of us. That means 8 to 10 per person. But we're seeing a lot of young bucks chasing, and we're not seeing a lot of mature bucks on their feet. Most of the trail camera photos, she'll show them at night. They're just not moving yet, but the 2.5s and the yearlings are just annoying the crap out of the does. I want to show you this video of a nice 3.5 coming down the road here, and as I talk about him, he's a real nice deer, and this is one of our good stands where a hot doe can drag a buck across. So I sat there the next evening, and I'm just sitting there in my stand. Next thing I know, I hear all this. I'm like, man, that's coming right behind me. It sounds like something's just tearing up a tree. And all of a sudden I heard it again. Well, I lean back and I look out the back, and sure enough, it's the same 3.5-year-old buck, and he's going to town on this tree, as you can see in this video. And he's like 35, 40 yards. I'm like, okay, do your thing, buddy. This is pretty cool. So as you can see, they're moving around, but it's just still not quite there. You know you're on the crisp of it. Now, you can talk around in your community and you hear them, oh yeah, they're starting to chase. But that don't mean that the rut's happening over there and it's not happening here. The does coming into heat, it's like a bell curve. Okay, at the beginning it's going to start going up. I mean, that could be as early as opening day, which was the 22nd of October. You're going to have a few does that come into heat and come into estrus, and they will stand for the bucks to breed. That's just, and you see evidence of that when you see fawns, the 1st of May during turkey season. So those were bred in October instead of November. So then the curve starts getting up higher and higher, and as more intense it gets to that peak is when a bunch of does come in to estrus, and you got yearlings and 2s and 3s and 4s, all your mature deer just chasing all over the place because there's a bunch of does in heat. And of course it comes back down toward the end, and that's the same as the beginning. You won't see as many bucks during daylight hours. Then there's a little hump when they come back in after 28 days. Of course, I'm not a game biologist. I'm just telling you what I've studied and learned and what I've seen. So we're almost there. There's many times this past week I was sitting in the stand and the weekend and all, and I'd be sitting there and I'd hear a doe come, and I'd get my gun up or I'd get my bow up and get ready. So, oh yeah, here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. All of a sudden a yearling buck or a good 3-year-old would step out like this, and I'm like, oh man, the mature buck's not quite there. So a little frustrating, but you're right on the crisp of that rut. So I want to share these picture of this cool 3-year-old. I thought it was a pretty cool video, and also tell you about the almost pre-rut, is like what I like to call it. So anyway, stay tuned. Like us on Facebook. Tell us how your rut's going and about what days your rut come in. Ours come in anywhere from the 8th to the 15th to the 16th. Just depends from year to year. Of course, we've been getting some warm weather. So anyway, thanks for watching us. Like us on Facebook. Leave us some comments on YouTube and Facebook. And I seem to have the hiccups right now. So let me end this. So thanks for watching Reality Hunt Club, and stay tuned for more episodes. I want to grab some antlers and show you guys what I've got in Georgia. And maybe it'll happen. If not, we got a trip coming up to Kansas. We got another road trip coming to Kansas. So anyway, thanks for watching Reality Hunt Club, and stay tuned.
If you like this show, check out our other shows at hunt365.tv.